Lieutenant Jason Mercer had seen a lot during his 17 years on the force: gang takedowns, drug busts, community rebuilding after riots. But nothing prepared him for a battle of a different kind: the Homeowners Association of Willow Pines. After being promoted to lieutenant in the city's Special Response Division, Jason moved his family into a spacious corner lot in the HOA-governed suburb. He wanted peace, privacy, room for his kids to ride their bikes in his side project, his fleet of off-duty service vehicles, to be tucked away in the long, gated driveway behind his home. Jason ran a small, registered public safety fleet service on the side, providing surplus or modified vehicles for security contracts and training academies. These were ex-police SUVs, all fully legal, tagged, and clean. No sirens, no active lights, just parked, occasionally maintained, and occasionally driven off property for deliveries. He had 5 vehicles total, lined up neatly behind his gate, not even visible from the street unless you craned your neck just right. But of course, someone did. The letter arrived on a Tuesday. Mr. Mercer, the HOA has received complaints regarding the number of law enforcement-style vehicles parked on your property. Our bylaws limit residents to a maximum of 2 commercial vehicles. Your current number violates Article 8.4 of the Willow Pines Residential Charter. You are hereby ordered to remove the excess vehicles within 5 days or face daily fines of $250. Failure to comply may result in towing and further enforcement. Jason read the letter twice. Then again, he set it down, leaned back in his chair, and laughed. The vehicles weren't commercial. They were part of a licensed, state-registered security support operation that had already been reviewed and approved by the county. More importantly, he was a sworn law enforcement officer. The fleet wasn't for show. It was functional, secure, and in full compliance with municipal regulations. Jason called the HOA president, Douglas Trent, calmly, professionally. "Hi, Doug. Lieutenant Jason Mercer. Just got your letter." "Yes," Douglas replied tersely. "We've had several concerns. The vehicles don't belong in a family neighborhood. They're not commercial trucks. They're decommissioned police units for my state-sanctioned fleet. It's perfectly legal." "Well," Douglas sniffed, "legal or not, this is a residential area, not a police lot." Jason's tone cooled. "You do realize threatening to tow vehicles used in support of law enforcement operations could be interpreted as interference?" There was silence. The next day, Jason sent documentation, business permits, fleet registration, proof of insurance, and even a statement from the local precinct confirming the legality of his operation. The HOA doubled down. Another letter arrived, this time more aggressive. "We reserve the right to remove vehicles we consider a visual nuisance. If not resolved by Friday, we will authorize removal at the owner's expense." Jason decided to respond the way a police lieutenant should, with facts and pressure. He forwarded the correspondence to the city attorney and contacted the homeowner's legal review board. Then he looped in the county commissioner, an old friend, who reached out directly to the HOA to educate them on the limits of their authority. But he didn't stop there. At the next community meeting, Jason showed up, not in uniform, but with a slideshow. He explained the mission of his fleet, providing former cruisers for security personnel, protecting schools, public events, and underserved communities. He showed photos of officers using his vehicles to train new cadets. He showed paperwork, compliance, service. "I protect this city every day," he said, "and part of that mission is supported right here in our neighborhood. My property, my vehicles, and my record are clean. All I ask is the same respect I give my neighbors." By the end, most of the room applauded. The HOA backed down within a week. The fleet was reclassified as a compliant operation under a grandfather clause. Douglas Trent resigned from the board quietly a month later. Jason still maintains the vehicles, still keeps them lined up like soldiers behind his gate, but now neighbors wave when they pass. Some even ask about the next academy class. The street is quieter, more respectful. After all, nobody pushes a police lieutenant around, especially not over something he knows better than anyone else.